We are getting out here on the interstate. This trip is basically all Interstate 80. Loaded just north of Omaha and Fremont, and then had our little few mile jog to get back to the interstate down there, and it's just 80 the whole way, all the way to the exit, which is about a mile away from the receiver. So lots of Interstate 80. Got about 100 more miles of Nebraska, and then we will be entering Wyoming. Climb up and down the hills. May be able to get a recording of the sisters. Got a little bit of rain this morning. Got a little bit of rain overnight. I was going to get up and clean the windshield this morning and seen the rain was coming down, so I saved me from needing to do that. Let the rain clean it. I think it's going to quit here pretty soon. I think it's about another hour or two of off and on sprinkles. Not really rain, but enough to get everything wet. Anyway, we are going to keep moving down the road, and we will check back with you here a little bit later. Alright guys, we made it to Rock Springs, Wyoming. We stopped back a couple hours ago in Rawlings at the TA. We got fuel, ate lunch, and let the dog take me for a walk. Took about an hour or so off there. We're on pace to be in Salt Lake City between 3:30 and 4 o'clock today. It's Saturday, in case I haven't mentioned. Yeah, we just got out of construction. It looks like we're rolling right back into construction. Just finished up with 16 miles of single lane construction. Now we're going right back into it. I'm not sure how long this is going to be. Other than that, we're rolling good today. The rain finally went away, the fog, the cold. When we stopped in Rawlings, it was about 41, 42 degrees, windy. Now, me with shorts and a t-shirt, I was definitely not dressed for it. Now we changed clothes to get out and go for the walk. Now we're back to some not hot weather, but nice weather, 65 degrees, somewhere between 60 and 65, and sunny, so it's definitely getting warm in the truck. Got 100 more miles of Wyoming, and then we will be in Utah. And 180 miles right now from the delivery. Probably be stopping up the road here in a little ways and mapping out where the receiver is and deciding where we want to stop to take our 34-hour restart. Don't need nothing fancy, more interested in having room to get out and roam around than anything else. We're fully equipped in the truck. All the food, all the water. Only thing we need from wherever we're going to be is a restroom. I need a restroom. She don't. She goes wherever. But and we're back up to 75 mile an hour speed limit. Of course, I'm still only doing 65, but I was doing almost 75 there just now, but finished that little downhill stretch. Got one mountain pass that I guess most truck drivers know about if they've driven very long, called the Sisters. We're going over that here in a little while. I'll make sure we got that videoed for those of you that haven't seen it. It's kind of I don't know, there really isn't much to it as far as I'm concerned, but everybody knows about it. Everybody's talked about it. It's mainly you got, a couple good long downhill stretches, and that's it. You go down, then back up, and back down again. But you'll get to see it on this video, and most likely as well separate on another little short video. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking for now, and we're just going to enjoy a little bit of the scenery till we get there. Y'all take care. Okay, folks, we are approaching Three Sisters here in Wyoming. Hope you enjoy the view. All right, that was a fun trip through the mountains. I got past doing 75 and 80 miles an hour at the bottom of one of the hills just as I was fixing to start coasting flat, so it went ahead and sped on up to 80. I wasn't using my brakes. I was on a Jakes the whole time. And that last truck that passed me, I was doing exactly 75 miles an hour when he flew by. And sometimes some of them trucks will fly down them hills. I'm not going to do it, but I'll let it go ahead and speed up right as I know as I'm getting, near the bottom of the hill, and I know I don't have anything to worry about. But the speed limit's 75. I'll make sure it doesn't get more than 5 miles an hour over. But everybody made it through safe, so that's all that matters. We're gonna curve through Evanston here, and we're gonna check back with you when we figure out where we decide to stop. Alright folks, it's time to go deliver this load. Just waiting on the train of trucks to get out of here. Somebody was trying to back into a front row spot and cause a traffic jam in about 4 different directions. Now everybody's fighting to get out. Stayed at this Flying J here in Salt Lake because it was only 1.5 miles from my delivery, and I will try to avoid it at all costs from now on. This place is a cluster. There were multiple trucks damaged on the back lot last night or early this morning, and they're just parked with all the hood parts swept up under the truck. The the way they packed themselves in there last night, I knew people were going to get hit. There was no way it couldn't happen. Try to sit here and wait for people to clear out, and you're never going to get out. It's already turned to a traffic jam behind me again. I think this truck stop stays full 24/7. I came in here Saturday afternoon, and I guess I got lucky. There was still paid parking that hadn't been paid for yet, and I pulled in and somehow was able to circle around and park right in the front row. And it's about the only place I think I would have felt safe in that truck stop. Not my own personal safety, but being paranoid about the truck being tore up. But we're out of there. Got to reload, picking up in, I don't know how you say it, Nephi, picking up some insulation, and we are taking it to Houston. I sat here for my whole 34 hours, about 38 hours actually, I guess, keeping up with the load board, seeing what might pop up. And even on my way out here, and everything was paying real cheap. But I managed to check this morning, and Convoy of all people had a load paying just over $2 a mile all the way to Houston. I tried to get more out of it. They wasn't having nothing to do with that. I thought about it for a couple minutes. Saw I was actually above market rate average at both of my sources where I checked. Figured I better take it pretty quick while people are trying to get to their deliveries and everything before they see it. My guess is it is a situation where there was a fall off. So the load wouldn't have been there long. I checked when I first got up, there was nothing there. Walked the dog, looked, still nothing. And started to make my coffee. Checked again, which was like 2 or 3 minutes later, and there it was. And within a minute, I had taken the load. Picks up between noon and 3 today. Delivers Thursday morning. So, got plenty of time to get there. Plenty of time to pick up my load. Providing I get out of this place at a decent time. I don't see that I wouldn't. Even if I'm there a couple hours, I still make it without a problem. 3 hours. And that's kind of my method there. Of whatever time I deliver, I factor in 3 hours for delivery, and I pad the drive time that I need to get somewhere. And if I've still got time to make the pickup safely and it's not pushing the last minute, I'll go ahead and book a load the same day. I don't ever bank on getting out of somewhere, in 30 minutes to an hour. And I don't ever bank on having to drive like my pants are on fire to get somewhere to get a load picked up on time. You're just setting yourself up for failure. You either get the load canceled on you, reschedule, or you're working, you're there all day and all night. None of that's worth it out here. None of it. I looked at Google Maps on this place. I'm not sure what side of the building I'm going to be on. I'm assuming it is on the back side of the building off of Empire Street, judging by the looks of the trucks that are showing on Google Maps delivering there or whatever, and it's mostly their delivery trucks on the other side. So I think I'll be going in the back side. I'm going to drive down there, and if not, I'll just have to drive around the block. I guess I need to get over because that's a turn lane and a bike lane now. Need to pay attention to what I'm doing, I guess. And the roads, well, there is a road closed up there. I'm not sure what road is closed up there, but this don't look good. I may be okay. I'm 3/10 of a mile away. I hate when you're coming up to road closed signs and cones everywhere. It wouldn't be the first time I've got within 100 yards of my delivery and I couldn't get in. I had to go from another way. Well, we can get through, so I don't know what road it is that's closed. Oh heck, we're right here anyway, so it doesn't matter. Snuck up on me. I'm just in fine fashion this morning. Get backed up to make sure this guy has room to do what he needs to do. This place specifically said appointments required, and I'm here about 35 minutes early. But we're going to go check in and see what they say. Alright, got checked in. Just waiting on this K&A truck to pull out, and we're going to back in their spot. He's supposed to be signing them out now. Wasn't sure what to expect when I first got here with one truck already waiting. But they're going to put me right in the door, it looks like. So we should get out of here fairly quickly, I'd hope. It's not like there's a ton of trucks back here being unloaded. It's kind of a small receiving area back there, but with only 2 or 3 trucks at a time in a dock, it should go okay. And that'll work out perfect. It's going to take a little over an hour, I think. Let's say hour and a half to get down to the shipper, just to give myself plenty of time. I have to get the trailer swept out or something somewhere along the way. Insulation loads, so they want to make sure there's no crap in a trailer, that's for sure, and I try to do that for every load anyhow. I don't think there'll be anything, but maybe some little bit of broken wood in here. It was cleaned out good before they loaded it. This is not a type of product I would expect to be leaking out, and I hope not, because it's spicy. It's got a little bit of a smell back there, but it's not strong like I expected. I can open up the vent doors on the way to get loaded, and that'll air it out real good. Again, there, I'm not really worried about it with what I'm picking up, but just in case. But anyhow, we're going to wait on this guy to get back out to his truck, and we're going to get back in, and we'll check back with you in a little while. All right, we are done here. It's not quite 11 o'clock, so less than a half hour after our appointment time, and we are free.